Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. I really want to talk to her, but let's go with Apollo. Right? What'd I do last? I don't fucking remember. Let's go here. Why not? We're gonna do this.
Ah, Grace, you're back. That's good. I was just about to call you.
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to
Did
use
we
a
watch
phone.
this already?
That's not true. I know how. I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow, I've been contemplating our list of suspects, and I think Pan is
this is
someone
different.
you need to consider.
I'm like, guys, I haven't played this in like so long, so it might take me a while to remember what I was supposed to be doing.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Persephone did.
What I do? What do I do? I know
I've had time to think
we're
it
looking for a
over.
murderer.
Pan is a
Apollo's on our
schemer,
side. I think we
a
pissed
traitor
off
in favors. He always has been.
Whatever,
His sudden
the
appearance in our list
underworld
cannot
queen.
be coincidental.
You think he could have killed Calliope after all?
Perhaps.
That's
Or
who.
he knows who did and is trying to turn
I
it to his
don't
benefit.
think it's him because
He always knows
he's an
more than he
option to
pretends.
romance. So I don't think it's him, but I could totally see it being him.
Wait. You don't like phones?
So we're gonna do this. So
I just don't like
because I
talking to
haven't
people I can't see.
recorded it in a
Nope,
while.
it's the ringtones. They
just
scare
do a
the
little
crap out of
catch
him. I
up.
kid you not.
We're gonna
I'm
keep
not
on playing this and
frightened.
finish it.
Only
We
a
are
child would be
gonna
frightened. They're just
maybe
loud.
play more of the boss game. I don't know. But it's
Yeah.
October 1st. Yes, I
return
just
to the
stated when
subject
I'm
of
recording
Pan,
this, but it's October
please?
1st.
You should know.
and
Pan asked me to meet him
You know what
at
that means?
Olympus.
It's spooky
I'm not sure
season,
why.
which you can see by my
Wait,
bat and then my
she
lights
wants
that
to
you
see
actually
you
can't tell
again?
that are glowing. But I have
don't like
bat
this.
lights. Got my little bat there. My room's too bright, of course, for the lights. You got my little jack-o'-lantern. Oh, my jack-o'-lantern's not even on. I really did just realize that I went with a bat theme. I wasn't even trying, but yeah, I got the skeleton bat. You can see a little bit of the, right there, that's a glowing bat. And then my jack-o'-lantern is a bat. So I've got it on all bats this year. But yeah, we're going to play this. So this is going to be mixed in. I think this might be the only one. I don't really know if I want to continue playing the boss game. I might. I don't know. But I have some... Ooh, guys, I got some good, scary games. I got a couple VR ones. And then I got some... kind of demos. I know like the first chapter's out on at least 2 of them, and then the second chapters are in development, so kind of demos even though it's a fully released chapter. So but anyway, so that's what you're looking forward to. I'll definitely look forward to the VR ones because I think I'm gonna scare the crap out of myself this year. I don't know what she said
Why?
or what
Is
he
that
said.
bad? Should I not go?
I have
No.
so many fucking bug
Perhaps
bites.
it's best that you do, even if it's just to find out what he wants and why.
What if I don't want to go?
Aphrodite is holding a party of sorts, one you should attend. She
I also
is
think there's
closest to
7
Pan.
days
Indeed, she
of
knows
this.
almost all the idols.
So
If
I might
anyone is
do
up to
like
something,
2-hour
bound to know.
episodes to get this kind of done, so that way we can fully switch into scary stuff. Just a thought.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Well, if that's the case, what makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party. Calliope never went, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you. Trust me. If I thought you couldn't get her to talk, I wouldn't suggest it.
Easy, Maul. Hey! Quit chewing up your leg. I know we're all itchy. I have mosquito bites because I go outside and play with her, and the mosquitoes love me. Zona's itchy because she has allergies, which I'm currently in the process of trying to decide if it's environmental or food. So right now she's on an all bison food and dog treats. And Molly's just itchy, and I don't know what to do about that because she's not my dog, even though I watch and take care of her and I buy her like her toys and her beds and shit. Like I buy her most of her stuff, but she's not my dog. So medical decisions, unfortunately, don't fall under me. And honestly, I have enough medical problems with my Frenchie here. I don't want to just talk to Pam. Is there an option where I don't
I'm
talk
always
to
down for a
Pam?
party, but
Can you tell I'm not really
It's more of a
focused? I'm so
remembrance
sorry. I'm
than a
like,
party, really. It's
I want to play, but
difficult to
also
describe.
like,
that's
it's one of those where like I
awfully
want to
vague,
play
Apollo.
this game,
It'll be
and I've
easier to
decided
see
to
for
play this game.
yourself.
But also,
nothing you
there's like a
can't
scary game that I actually wanted to play, but I'm like, okay, I'll play this first, and then after I'll record the scary game because I'm like, I want to be like scared, and then like so like I'm paying attention, but I'm not
I
really
still
paying
have an
attention just because
invitation
I'm not
from
like
Pam.
focusing
Maybe
here.
it'd
I'm
be
like,
easier
okay,
if
I
I
need to
just
do
went to see
this,
him.
this, and this
could,
today,
but
and I gotta do
would you
this
believe
tomorrow.
anything he had to say?
I might catch
And my
him in a lie,
tattoo
which is
artist
just as
is
telling.
making me mad
Well,
because I had to
whatever you
cancel
do,
my
be
appointment,
careful.
and I canceled 4 days
I still think
beforehand
Aphrodite is
because
our best bet.
it's been a month and I
Okay, I'll
completely
go.
forgot that
Eventually.
it was
Perfect.
coming up,
I will see
and I
you
made
there.
a doctor's appointment at the same time that the tattoo appointment was
Paul,
supposed to be.
You should
So I
see
canceled
this.
it, and
The
now
names
she
you
won't
want me to
answer
look
me to
up are
make it
giving
another
weird
appointment to finish up my
results.
tattoo, which
I don't doubt it.
really
I was
sucks
hoping you
because
could-
if she doesn't
Get
get back
over
to me, I
here.
have to go to another
No
artist to be
worries,
like,
Paul.
hey, this is kind of what we were doing.
I'll see you later.
Can you kind of try and like do the same style and like do into it, which really sucks. No, I don't want to see Pan. I completely refuse to see Pan. Is that an option? Can I just not?
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave.
I did.
If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my
So
doorstep?
scared. Yeah, I like you. Why can't I join a club? I apologize. I want to see you. I still need help. It's not really my job to apologize for him. Can I be honest and say I want to see? I don't necessarily. See, this is the problem now. Like, I want to do Freddy as a romance, but also, I really like this chick. So let's
I
be
wanted to
honest.
see you again. Make sure there were no hard feelings.
Oh, so it's a social visit then.
So rude.
Let me be clear. There are no hard feelings.
Ah, you're breaking my
There are no
heart.
feelings at all. You came, you got what you wanted, you left. Wherever you need to go next, I'm sure Apollo can take you.
Yeah, but ooh, I could use my smarts. What did I choose as my smarts? I don't
You
remember.
haven't considered that maybe you need me for your plans?
What would you know of my plans?
Just that you have them. And if you need anything, it's allies. Allies like me.
Ever persistent. You remind me of her a little.
True.
Yeah, I was about to
Calliope?
say her.
It's an interesting offer, Grace. I'll consider it. Truly.
Okay. Okay, I refuse to talk to Pan. I don't like him. I don't want to do it. I cut my hair like a month ago, and already I want to go back because I'm like, my ponytail's too long, my sides are too long. I just want to cut it again. I want this to be more
Fancy
of like
party?
a
Check. Bunch of
like a
strangers?
skin
Check.
shave and
Grace
not
totally not dressed for the occasion.
just like a short
Check.
shave. I kind of want to
Oh,
like
if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing. here.
weirdly, I want to be like bald on the
Grace,
side and the
you made
back
it.
and
I'm
kind of
so
like
glad. I was
have this
beginning
like
to wonder.
you know Taliesin.
didn't
Does
say
anyone
this
watch
was a
Critical Role?
fancy
I kind
party.
of want his haircut just
A little
without the
underdressed.
purple color.
Grace, look at me.
Although
I
I
didn't even
do
button up my
do
shirt.
like the red dye I
It's
put in
fine.
my hair because
Why is everyone so quiet? You'd think someone died.
I should have told you about this earlier. I've been putting it off.
putting what off? That doesn't
I
sound
don't like
good.
the sound of that. What am I missing?
You
Just
don't have any
awake.
of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No.
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We
Wait,
call it...
I'm
the veil.
getting her memories?
In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Wait. Does that mean I'll remember like her dying, but it'll feel like I'm dying because it's her memory going into my body?
That's gotta be a lot of memories. She was what, 1,000 years old?
Is she gonna
More than that.
take over
Much more.
my personality?
What happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them.
So we get
and all who came
overridden.
before them.
That sucks.
You're saying I won't be me. I won't be Grace. When I
That's
start
what
calling myself Calliope,
Hermes does, right? He
Maybe.
just calls himself that.
Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand.
That really
Take some time to let it
sucks.
sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured
Is
during
this
the war.
Aphrodite since we keep
Passing
going to
on
this
her
so
Eidolon
much?
is a way to forget for a while. That's what this party is for.
Is she gonna kill herself so someone else can become her and she forgets for a while? Did anyone else take this conversation like that? Because that's what I took it at.
When you say she's gonna pass on her Eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
And the person that
everyone?
was her
We're
is
here
just
to help,
okay with
Grace.
that?
To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must.
Fuck that.
We're here to say goodbye. At least for a while.
I'm sorry, you're having a wake for a person that's not even dead? How long has she
isn't
done
the
this?
first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when
starts
it
to lift, she kills herself and then does it to
Aphrodite's
somebody
memories return,
else?
And eventually it is too much. We gather
Girl,
to pay our respects
therapy probably would help a
and to
lot.
honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
And nobody thought to stop her? So you've killed 4 people that became you because of memories, and then that person, you're killing 2 people. Does people understand this logic? You're killing 2 people. You're killing Aphrodite and then whoever your vessel is. For memories? What? Yeah, I can, if Calliope didn't prove, I can see why.
Wait. Calliope refused to come to these parties. That's what you said.
Why?
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite
Why?
was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it.
Yes, I agree. That's
She
not easy to
thought
say to that
Aphrodite should
person,
try
but I
harder.
agree.
Was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
I
you
don't support
support what
this
Aphrodite is
at
doing here?
all.
It's not my
This
choice
is not
to
a
make,
good idea.
Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Have you tried getting her
Eventually
help?
you will remember what
Talking
we
to someone,
experienced
surely
during the
there
war.
is some god that
Eventually
has
you will
therapy in
remember
it.
that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
You're all messed up. That's all there is. The gods are messed up.
I don't know, Apollo. I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes.
That doesn't mean I'm
but-
gonna roll over and
At
show
least
my belly to her and
speak
just
with
be like,
Aphrodite
oh
before
yes,
you
I
make a
will do
final
whatever
decision.
you want.
She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Wow, what a drop this guy has done on us.
Yeah, mingling. Talk
First,
to Eros.
you're gonna be taken
we can
over by
talk more if you
Calliope, and you're probably gonna forget who you are
Try
as
to
a
relax,
person.
Grace.
Which
Sure,
is
yeah.
like the fear of
Relax.
all humanity is
That's what this
forgetting our
party's for,
minds and
right?
not being us. And then 2, you're like, hey, yeah, this god that you're here for that wants help, yeah, she wants to die over and over and over again so she doesn't remember. What? Like, what? Why did you choose this moment to do this? Let's go talk to him. Sure, why not? Maybe he can. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. So this.
Grace,
Hey,
Yo.
Rose. Nice to...
Okay, big boy.
Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
I am not Calliope. Just gonna put that out there.
Apollo told me. Calliope always refused to come to these things, right?
Yeah, no matter how much Aphrodite begged.
Yeah, so see, Calliope's still not coming to this because if I
Every
had known
time she does
beforehand,
this, I don't know how to
probably
handle it.
wouldn't have
I
came.
almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works.
Do it.
Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Nobody tries to get her
Every
help
20 years or so.
to do anything.
That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time Aphrodite forgets.
Yeah,
least
why
for a
is she the
while.
only one that gets to escape? I don't
remember
get
everything.
this. What is? I
I'm
mean,
there
I
for the
know what's
nightmares,
wrong
the
with her,
panic attacks, the
but
days she doesn't
why
even
is nobody
remember
trying
the
to
war's
help?
over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again.
Yeah,
And I'll
that's
watch
so
it all.
traumatic. If you're actually watching, I mean, you still know she's going to come back, but there's probably always that fear that there's one time she's not going to.
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of.
Therapy? Is that in
For a
there
while,
somewhere? I don't know if that's
she'll
what the
deny
P one
anything's wrong.
was, but
It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. When the
maybe
nightmares begin
put on
and the
24-hour
memories
watch or
return.
something.
More with each passing day until...
So she's running. She's not dealing with
I
it.
hate
It's never going to
but
stop
I see her
then.
agony. I can't deny her this.
This is like it's exactly like
Is it
suicide.
okay if I ask
There's no
what
if or
happened?
but about it. This is
I don't mean to
exactly what this
pry,
is, and
but I'm
everybody's
new.
just
I really
okay
don't
with
know.
it.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
If I knew what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you?
I mean, what do you have to lose? The worst is you tell me she forgets for another
What
20
happened
years, and
is
then
that
you have the whole
brother
cycle happen again.
Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite,
Of course they did.
captured.
Of course they did.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Of course they did. I'm so glad. Well, no, he's not died. Hayes is died. If I meet this person, can I kill him? That seems to be an okay thing, except, you know, when it's completely, because then I'm on trial for it. But hey, if Aphrodite can kill herself over and over, you know, can I, like, just, you know?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
Or eventually
didn't.
died and went to a new host.
Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Oh, wasn't he a smith of some kind?
Kind of.
Giant hammer, lived in a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing
What do you
extreme,
think they did?
I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
So we made a deal not with the people that had her held, but the people... Wouldn't that be our allies then? You had me, and now I'm confused.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's
So
funny,
he traded
because
her
Aphrodite didn't
himself
even
for her?
like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
And you can't go find him? I'm...
Maybe I
So
just don't
confused.
understand, but isn't this like suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone.
So,
Forever.
not that I'm condoning this, but why doesn't she just do that
Mother
then?
says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not
But you're
that
killing
what's
your
happening here is
host, which
anything casual.
becomes you.
She still has to die for a while.
Yeah, I do want to stop this. This is so messed up.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but is there any way to
Why
change
would you
Aphrodite's
phrase it like
mind?
that? If there's some way to change their
say
mind,
that
don't you
as
think
if
you would
I
have done
haven't
it?
tried. If only.
Is she even looking for him? I mean, you can't find him if you're
She
not
asked
doing
you to use your
anything.
power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
Inspire her to die or inspire her
I
to
can't force
live?
anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I mean, I hope you're right. I'll
try,
do my best.
if you think
I
it'll do some
guess singing the
don't
power
know if
for
it will.
all.
I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
I mean, she could die and not pass
Tell me
on.
about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't done anything. Apollo, why? Okay, I thought maybe it was the game. The expansion. I thought maybe it was the game not registering my clicks. But this game isn't either. I'm having to click it multiple times. I wonder if it's actually my mouse, like if that button is like shitting out or something. Do mouses do that? I don't know.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they
We're just gonna
family
ignore what he
gatherings?
said. I'm like, where
the
is
sort
the answer
mortals
that
have?
talks about
You
this?
call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
that would be Pan.
Yeah.
But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Well, is it you or?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel
I mean,
more
is
like
that
you
your
belonged after
mind
1,000
being
years
like, oh, I
together?
don't belong here and stuff,
Is your
or are they
assumption
actually
that
telling
older
you that?
centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again.
That would
It's so different
suck
from the olden
so bad.
days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
And now it's switched because he has to watch her.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
It kind
I
of
should
seems
get
like
back
that's
out
what
there.
you all think. You are all so depressing. Why, mouse? Why are you going off over there? That's not even where I'm clicking. So, I mean, the way we see them now is probably not the way they looked thousands of years ago, right? Because every new vessel passes on, and then...
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off.
She turns
it
into a
moves
circus.
me
You're not even halfway
more
through the
than I
fucking
can
door.
say.
Does your vessel
loves,
know what you do?
my darlings, my
Like,
dearest
does she know that she has like
friends.
20 years and then she's gonna die?
And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I
Yo,
dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep.
I
here
am
you
not
are.
Cleola Pete, even though y'all would like
Yet
to
here
think I
she is.
am.
Huh.
Did I meet her? Oh yeah, I guess she was at the council, right? Do I try to talk to her in private? I mean, this is the thing. Like, they're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm Calliope. Like, yeah, I've been with you guys forever, you know? But also I'm like, I'm Grace and I'm on trial and I don't know you, but also I would like you to stop what you're doing. I mean, I really don't have a say in this, but also I kind of do.
I was hoping
so...
we might have a chance to talk.
Oh, but we are talking, are we not?
I
What's
mean,
with
the two
the...
of us. in
She's
private.
being,
And abandon my guests when I've just arrived.
theatrical. She's being
have so
very,
many
like, she's
farewells to make.
performing, you know?
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh, what manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
You know you were gonna
Hi,
die
my
in
name's
20
Venus,
years.
And yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survived my trial.
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There
Do you
will be
get to
so
walk again?
much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Not... Has she told you you're gonna be overwritten? Like... Help first. I don't know what to do. This situation is so messed up. Like, do you know you're being overwritten? Do you know that you will no longer be you? Also, do you get to walk again? Because technically you become a god? Is that how that works? Although that would be kind of cool to have a god in a wheelchair.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
If
I
you're
know
leaving,
you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid
You
my
can.
time is up. But
You
since
are not
shown
on a
such
time limit.
kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
and you're making him suffer, you jerk!
A little distracted.
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what
You are
must be done.
self-centered. You are self-centered. You are selfish and self-centered, and I want to smack the shit out of you! Do I just go along with this and then like try to catch her off guard while I'm singing? I don't want to do this. Do I tell her up front I want to talk you out of this? Like, Calliope did agree to this, and even though I'm still me, I still don't agree to this. Do it.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually.
Oh,
Forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me out of this?
Because you're making your son suffer, you jerkwad. And because it doesn't help. There's also that. It doesn't help. You're literally repeating this. Like, you are legit making me mad. I'm becoming so enraged at this. Oh. Your longest love. Your son. You are being such a giant fucking... Oh. Because it doesn't help. Well, she's gonna say, oh, it helps for like 20 so years.
Because Eros loves you? Do you have any idea what this puts him through?
I do know.
Do
I wish
you?
I could
Do you
come
really?
in.
You haven't haven't been on the
Dearest
other
Eros to
side.
find his own way, but he refuses to leave my side.
I am legit
Please,
getting
Miss Payne.
pissed at her.
The
Jesus.
respite I seek is as much his as it is mine. Even so, tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists.
You know, I'm already on trial. Can I just beat the
enjoy
shit out
the
of her?
gathering
And that wouldn't
grace.
help anything, but
Tell me
I
when
would
you're
feel
ready to
better.
begin.
Follow? I'm becoming mad. I'm getting mad. You need to talk me out of this before I do something stupid.
Back again.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to
I
help
don't think
me.
I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
I was hoping she might have spared a moment.
Ah, the
should I
show
do?
must go on. She's
You have
on her
two
whole
choices, Grace.
timeline.
Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
Fuck
At
that.
which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her
I want to
party.
ruin her party. I
Do what you
so
feel
want to
is right.
ruin her party.
It's a risk either way.
I should get back out there.
Thanks for your help. Venus, do you know you were gonna die? Like, tell me this. Do you know this?
I
Has
wanna
she told you,
apologize
like,
again, Grace.
everything?
I really messed up. It looks like
You're
I'll be
fine.
doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I
You're
don't
not
know.
ready. She's doing her own fucking show that must go on. Rain or shine.
Being a god isn't something you can really be ready for.
I mean, you are not gods, though. Are you? Not really.
You don't think so?
To me, you all just seem like people.
Okay.
Special people,
I thought
sure,
for a minute she thought
but
we were all
flawed
like,
and lost, like the rest of us.
actors or something.
if I
I thought she was about to
can
say like, oh, this is one big
What
joke
does
or
it feel
something.
like?
No, she's saying.
After
I
it
understand what you're saying now, but I thought.
Different?
I thought you were gonna be like, you're not gods. You're just regular people playing the part, or something like that.
I was so scared at the time, I didn't know what to think. I had no idea who Calliope really was.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So,
Brave.
I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Are you really okay with this? Like, do
with
you
all
know
this?
what's
I
gonna
know what's
happen? Yes.
right?
Tell me.
I
Do
saw
you
a lot
really?
of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite.
So shouldn't you be trying to
She's
stop
in
this?
so much pain, Grace. She won't let
Yes,
you
but
see
this
how
is
much.
not the answer in any
Eros
way or
called me one night
form.
desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
This isn't mercy. It's.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols.
Well, you made such a big
Maybe
deal
that's
about
why
it when
Lady
you came
Aphrodite
in. How
noticed
could
me
I
in the
not
first
ask about
place.
it?
She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're ending your life.
Yes, exactly. It's
some
exactly
kind
like that.
of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is
What
not
do you
committing
mean?
suicide.
She's
and I'm not being
dying.
murdered.
You are gonna die in
Aren't
20
you?
years.
Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. Something
For
amazing.
20 years. Are we forgetting that part? I
maybe
keep
you're
on
right.
doing the
It'll
20
be
because
terrible.
that's what they said.
And I'll end up in
But
so
you were
much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just
Why would you think
maybe,
it would be different?
if
I
I'm
mean,
added into the
you
mix of
probably
all
went
the
through
people
more than
she's
anyone
been,
else, but why are you different than
maybe things
anyone
would be
else that
different.
became her? I want to smack all these people in the fucking heads. You are all being so... Is this episode supposed to make me mad? I'm legit pissed. God. Oh, I should have just played the scary game. I don't...
I have tried so hard. Fought
She's
for
such
so
a
long.
drama person.
But
How
in
is
the end,
any of this real? She's
I must
acting.
bid you all farewell
This
once
is
again.
not how you do this.
before
I
I
don't
go,
care if you're a god.
I would
This
like
is
us
so...
all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange
Dude, I'm
new
getting
world.
heated up, and this isn't even a
This
rage
time,
game. Oh my
It is with the help
god.
of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
I don't want to be a shape.
We let them rise. We let it happen.
No.
We waited far too long.
No. 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 No.
We
No.
shouldn't
No.
intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong.
I mean, yay, music! I am so mad at this episode.
Hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love.
You were putting on a show for everyone.
And there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from
You want to see your husband? Try to do something about it! Zola! Smack her! Yes, baby, hi. This one? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is in this situation.
We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the top.
I mean, this is cool, but I don't want to help you. I mean, I do want to help you, but not in the way you want me to help you. Hi, baby, what's up? Hi, boy, what's up? What do you think, huh? What? What do you think, huh? I clicked on something, right? Should it have been my lines next?
They chased me down.
Or did I not click on anything? I thought I clicked on the right side. Did I not? Am I just like trying to link with her or something?
I see you have the power. It's a poisonous reward.
That's a very good way of putting it.
My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored.
I mean, I see her side. I do see her side. I do. I'm not completely blind to it. But also, you were just letting them win doing this.
No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice.
And your husband, I mean, counted, I don't think you liked him from the sounds of it. But when he sacrificed so much, and this is how you repay him. Also, like,
Yes, the husband
ooh.
I abhorred rescued me from hell. Thought it was a joke when it was said to me.
What is the point of my choices if I'm not actually gonna, like, sing?
Made a secret weapon so my captors let me go.
And you're just focusing on that part. Save him! Go do something!
Just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what
I'm not even, like, the strong one, but it is pointless what you're doing. Oh my god.
I gotta say that I'm amazed I held my tongue for so long. Not such a fan of this old plan, but who's to say that you're wrong? Now shoulda gotta erase a memory when there's no chance of changing history. This guy that sacrificed his life so you can live in his place. Wish he'd drop by, cause man, I'd die to see the look on his face. You try to hide from your reality, but then come back with regularity. And if you notice a disparity, then what's the meaning of his legacy? Who gives a damn about your suffering? Who wants to see you be yourself again? Who feels your pain in case you're wondering? You got the time, but it's the stuttering. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Am I doing this right? I don't know.
Is it what we do now that morons moralize? They beat through their mouths, how could they sympathize? Please, just shut it, or rain down from
Hey, you
above.
brought me here, lady. I'm ready for a
I feel
fight.
nothing of love
You think you're the only one that goes through this shit?
over long forgotten stains. It's not my blood inside these veins, only human remains calling forth. Everybody knows my pain is insurmountable. Everybody fights your attitude detestable. Everybody wants to hold themselves accountable.
Are they just robots? This crowd?
Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Was that the right choice? I chose him because
I never thought you'd let it get this way.
he's the one that wanted to stop, right? I want to side with him because I wanted to stop.
Built decay. We're just pretending that the ending is near. Mother, isn't it clear? Your family's here. Everybody can see the agony you're going through. Everybody knows
I want this crowd. Who are they? They know their timing so perfectly without anybody saying anything.
Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
I don't want you to do the ritual. I'm sorry. You're pissing me off.
Everybody who's gonna help me overcome the war.
Everyone. That's why they're all here.
Everybody who's gonna cry when I walk out the door. Everybody, 'cause I'm not gonna do this anymore. Everybody wants to see you, wants to see you fall in love.
Did I do it? Are you gonna stop this madness? You're not going to the coffin. Yes, go! There's a way to live besides doing this. Yay! Hopefully! My powers can't make her do anything
Mother,
she
is it
doesn't want to
true?
do.
You've chosen to
Live.
Yes!
I have chosen to live.
Woo!
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest.
You
and I
can
won't be able
still
to keep
help
them.
her.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
Her pipe.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come.
You're gonna have
thank
hard moments. It's okay. You're not gonna automatically be fixed. Ow.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
It's called being crazy.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother. We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will.
You're not the
try.
only one that goes through this, counted.
then,
You have a
Grace.
million lives,
You
but
needed my help. No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
I have theories, but why don't you just focus on you and I'll take care of myself at this
For
point?
starters, It has to be one of the idols.
Oh? What makes you think that?
It had to be someone who knew Calliope and wanted her gone, with enough knowledge and power to fool the chorus. They didn't plan for Calliope to get away. I was an accident. They covered up everything else so
Why
well.
not just wait until
That's
their memories
very
take me
clever.
over?
You may be right.
Like, hold me in a cell. Doesn't that seem so
You're
much more
thinking of
simpler than
Medusa,
just killing
aren't
me?
you?
Wait, what?
Wait, hold the phone. That chick who turns people into stone?
Why would you think her? God,
She
my
works
throat
for
hurts
Athena
now.
as a watcher. She's everywhere, lurking in the shadows. If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Mother.
Man, I really
time
hurt
you
my throat
rested.
doing that.
It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Yay! I broke the cycle.
have anything
God
helpful?
damn my throat.
Maybe? What do you know about Medusa?
Do
I
you
know
guys
she's
ever do
dangerous,
that where
but
you
she does
swallow
Athena's
and
bidding.
it goes down the wrong
How sure are
way,
you
even
of
though there's
that?
only one way for it to go?
I'm not sure of anything.
And then it makes your
any longer.
throat just itch like crazy.
You aren't thinking of seeking her out, I
Ouch.
I
Also,
have to.
my favorite thing
How else
about
will I find out
Medusa
what she knows?
is
You
that
need to be
people draw
careful,
her
Grace.
with a blind wife,
Medusa
and I'm
is
like,
not
yes.
to be toyed with. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know.
Again, I mean, I know this won't make the game, but
Are you all right, Grace?
well, you could literally
You
just put
seem
me in a cell
troubled.
until my memories take over, and I could be like, because then I'd be Calliope. I could be like, she did it. Fuck. I'm dying, Zoda. Oh my god.
What you said earlier about Calliope's memories
I
coming
know I have
back.
hiccups. This is going to
Wasn't how
swell.
I wanted you to find out. I'm sorry. If you like, we can talk about it later at my place, after you've had some time to digest.
Ouch.
I might do that. Thanks.
I suppose you'll be headed home.
Or talk to Pan.
I'm
Yeah.
not talking to the
Then I'll
man.
see you
I
soon.
refuse.
Take care of
Ouch.
yourself, Grace.
If it's my choice, I refuse. Ouch. Oh god, now I have the stupid hiccups. Come on. All I did was drink some soda. Was this day 3 already? Let's go. Let's go talk to Freddy. Let's go talk to Freddy.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Hey, why do I get a
Doesn't
double
Muse
hey?
have a proper
What'd you
form
do
of
and what do you
address?
want?
I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I stopped
stopped
God
the
from
goddess of love
yeah.
from killing herself.
There we
I
go.
guess?
Whoa. Do gods have interventions?
No, but they
They're
should.
nothing like I thought they would be. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not
No.
just yet. No.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
Oh, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
No, the more
Forward, they
people
have
you
their
tell,
own
it's
problems. Plus, Brian
it's not
can't
a
keep
good
a
thing.
secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things.
Then where is Kaz
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
That's funny.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I
Sarcastic
mean.
Well, as I
You're
see it,
just
there are
high
two ways this
maintenance.
goes
You're
down.
fine.
One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name.
Yes!
Or two,
All hail
we get back to
me!
it, and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
The second option, please.
Ugh,
With
I
maybe a
still
little
really hate
bit
that
of the
name.
first sparkled
Look,
in
Grace,
there.
you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret.
Yeah,
all
I
these
too
years.
find that weird with the way they
Sure, they have
act.
magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Also a good
Okay,
point.
I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline, Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Small
Weird
ones.
conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Good point. This is why we keep her around.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddie?
I know my Greek mythology,
No.
but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who
What are
they
you
are
doing?
today, or who they ever were, maybe.
Still
About
might be
to cause
useful.
trouble.
There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Everyone.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3.
I always
Each
knew
of the
there were
muses
3.
had her
I think is what
specialty.
I
Did you know
knew.
that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow.
How
I
does
don't even like poetry.
poetry?
Yeah, it was said
Go
her
to
singing
song.
voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
That's cool.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they
what?
aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Okay.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
You're just a
Honestly,
walking dictionary,
she's the
aren't
least
you?
like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal
Which is
fertility
not
goddess.
true at all with the version that
Right,
we have.
Doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Yeah, I can
Well,
see
she
that.
is pretty pissed. That much is true.
And she is pretty pissed. Yes, that is also true.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Nobody
Honestly,
likes him.
He's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil.
Ooh.
Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why.
What?
Anyhow,
Really?
there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
He would probably be proud, to be honest.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical
Yeah, like
knowledge.
war
Athena
knowledge.
wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Of course not.
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her, then. Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around
Well,
here.
don't we just have a big
There are
party
tons
with a lot of
minor
them, even though
gods
we
in
only
Greek
talked to 3 of
mythology.
them?
Hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
that
more
really
amazed at all
does.
the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone.
Yeah, I
Makes
kind
you
of
think
thought
about
that
what's
was
been
weird.
lost. But also, what might still be out there?
It could be wherever the blacksmith husband is.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then
Yes,
there are all
let's
the
go
other
to Australia
mythologies,
to find the
hundreds
other
of
gods.
cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? All those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols.
But
And
aren't
that means they're hidden from each other,
the
too.
Greeks and
Oh,
other
they could be
gods, don't they all
everywhere
kind of
and
like
no one
cross
would
over? Like they're
know.
the same gods with
It's
just
like a
different
whole other
names?
secret side to
Was
the
it like the
world.
Greeks and the
Yeah, it's
Roman
cool,
have
right?
like kind of the same gods with just
I
different
hope we get
names?
to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
We're a human
Ancient
race,
Greece
of course
was
it's not the
3,000
definitive.
years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
Thank you,
Sure, I can talk all
dictionary.
day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
So this is day 3. So where did we like sleep and it just didn't show us? Let's see. And of course, Freddy was waking up when I got back from the underworld. Oh no, we read that one. Apartment. I think we read that one also. I think his is the same. Hers is the one that I think it might be different. There's the goddess of love, and I couldn't believe it. She has that sparkle when you look at her like she's one of those old-timey movie stars. All glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing and stare at her. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seems kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some, ballet. Yeah, that's exactly what she does. Yeah, I guess Aphrodite is throwing some kind of party. Apollo thinks I should go since Aphrodite knows everyone who's anybody and might be able to help me. He's being kind of vague about what the party's about, though. Should I be worried? I went to Aphrodite's party, and it's less of a party and more of a funeral. I guess Aphrodite never quite got over a terrible experience during the war, so now she passes on her Aeon every 20 years or so in order to forget what happened to her for a while. The entire thing sounded really mekbar, but lots of other idols seemed okay with that. Everyone except for Calliope, it seemed. Eris told me all about what Aphrodite went through during the war, how she was kidnapped by the enemy and how she was freed by her husband, who she never got to thank or say goodbye to. She's riddled with so much guilt and trauma and she can't escape any of it. As soon as her memories return, she's in constant agony, even if she hides it pretty well. Wait, it takes 20 years for the memories to come back? That's probably why you don't keep me in a cell. Even she doesn't think what she's doing is the right answer to her problems. It certainly hasn't helped so far. I told Ares that I tried to pursue Aphrodite to hold on. Who knows, maybe it's not even possible. I have to try because this, what she's doing to cope, was clearly isn't the answer. In the end, I inspired Aphrodite to continue living. She's going to hold on and keep trying. I hope I didn't offend her too much during the song, but I had to do it. She's so regal and amazing. If anyone can do it, she can. I 100% agree. I met Ares later at Aphrodite's party and suddenly his dark mood made sense. It seemed that Aphrodite is constantly Caretaker. He's watched her throw these parties and die over and over, and I think he's finally reached his limit. He can't stand Aphrodite's pain, but I think he doesn't know what to do about it. He's hoping I convince her to stop, which is a tall order for show, and I don't know they'll actually make her better. Apollo said he thinks Ares had stayed with Aphrodite all this time because he feels like he owes her. Once upon a time, it was Ares who was the internal disaster, Apollo's words, and she was the caretaker, so now he has to return the favor no matter how much it hurts his soul to think Apollo. I think Apollo's probably right. In the end, I did what Ares asked. I convinced Aphrodite to hold on, to keep fighting. You should have seen him when she said she'd try. I think he was going to collapse into tears right on the spot. I hope I did the right thing. I met the person who was supposed to become the new Aphrodite. Her name's Venus, and she seems really sweet. Aphrodite has been preparing her for months. Must be nice. And she seems to know what she's getting into. But that doesn't make it okay. In the end, I inspire Aphrodite to keep trying to stay alive. It's still not sure how. I hope it was the right thing to do, and I hope that Venus can forgive me for taking this opportunity away from her. If it's the way she even sees it, something tells me she's okay with it, and she'll be there to help Aphrodite get through whatever comes next. What is she? She's like, what, maybe, I don't know, you think 30s? Like, there's still plenty of times that she changed her. Ooh, you are so cool looking! But there's plenty of time for her to change her mind. Like, if it doesn't work, it's not like she's gonna drop dead anytime soon. She can just be by your side, and you can just prep her more and more to be ready to take over. It's not like it's no longer an option. You can hold another funeral later if you had to. Now, this is interesting. Once Aphrodite's party was over, I spoke to her and Ares, and guess who they brought up as a suspect? Medusa. You know, the monster with the snake hair who turns people to stone? Even I've heard of her. Seems Medusa is alive and well and works for Athena as some kind of watcher. Which is that, like a security guard, a spy? Aphrodite said she's suspect as hell. Worth looking into, provided I can find her. I don't want to talk to Pan. I refuse! Refuse! Yo.
Hello again. I can't remember the last time I had guests so frequently. I did tell you we could discuss your memories and the Eidolon more in depth after the party. Did you have any questions, or?
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
Well, we call it passing on.
And you're still dead, dude.
The Eidolon, and it's fine. I've passed on 12 times that I can recall.
So your name isn't really Apollo?
Most recently it was Lucas. Everyone Lucas ever knew is gone, however, so these days I prefer Apollo again.
Lucas? Seems weird to think of you as a Lucas.
It was weird for him, too. Much like yourself,
that is
Lucas
so
becoming
weird that you
Apollo
talk
was
about Lucas
somewhat
like
of a
that.
surprise.
Sounds like there's a story there. Tell me about this Lucas. How did he become you? Or is it how you became Apollo?
Apollo had taken to surfing. He left the
It's
city
so
without
weird that you gotta
permission to
talk
roam the
about
coast
yourself
looking for
like in 3 different persons.
I'm not sure now.
Persons!
Whatever it was, he found it one night when a giant wave took him down. He was drowning, and I thought, this is finally it. But it wasn't. Lucas saw Apollo struggling and swam
You
out to
heard
save him.
God that was
He pulled
drowning?
us ashore, but it was too late. It took a long time to realize what happened. I didn't return to the city until years later. By then, everyone thought I was Apollo's chosen successor.
So no trial for you, huh?
It wasn't easy at first, without memories or anyone to guide me, but
This is a messed up system they have.
nothing like that.
Wait, what would have happened if Lucas hadn't tried to rescue you? What if no one was there when you...
When I died, then the Eidolon of Apollo's line would have ended forever, I think.
You think?
There have been stories about Eidolons that survive for a time and go wandering. That's probably all they are, though. Stories. It's not something we've had much opportunity to study, but normally death without passing on is how an idol really dies. forever.
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
This is such a messed up
Let's
system
see.
that they have.
It starts as dreams you'll have of places you've never been, people you've never met, fleeting images, feelings. Then they'll appear while you're awake. You'll be eating breakfast and suddenly recall when you last ate something similar in the 17th century. The only difficult part is that eventually it can be hard to differentiate between your life and all those other
I mean,
lives.
that would be cool to see history like
together.
that, but also that sucks
does
that you
sound
kind of just
confusing.
stop being you.
Yeah. And not all the memories will be good ones. It can take time to process.
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Grace, would you say that who you are is at least in part due to your experiences?
Yes.
I guess so, sure.
Well, you'll have a lot more experiences. They won't feel like someone else's either. It will feel like you did all those things. They will shape who you are now, just as they shaped Calliope and all those who came before her. The good news is, you won't get all the memories. Each time we pass on, the older memories fade.
How much older?
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
We're many thousands of years old, Grace. If all of those memories returned with perfect clarity, you'd drown in them.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Tell me, how much do you remember from when you were a small child?
0.
Bits and pieces, I guess. Not much.
It's the same for us. The further I try to think back, the more blurry it becomes. I remember the important bits, but little else. Some of the really old memories. There's so many mortal stories that get mixed up with them, things my previous selves learned as legends. It becomes hard to tell.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes time, Grace. You'll remember all the lives you've led, but at a pace you can handle, and nothing more.
Who decides that?
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry
Yeah, I mean,
about it,
I
what with
still
the
have to
trial coming.
live first.
Hopefully this
So,
eases
who
whatever
knows?
concerns you might have had. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're
Oh,
here?
my pumpkin died already.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
If I survive the
are.
trial, yeah, why
What
not?
would you like to know?
Let's be an idol.
What are we? Where did we come from?
What are you?
If an
what
idol
are
is
you
a
wagging
soul
your tail
that moves
for?
from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
A crazy
The
girl.
short answer is, we don't know.
Because it's all faded.
I think far enough back I can remember bits and pieces. I remember my first Pythian games, the day the idols split in two over Troy, the day my first son died. But before that, nothing. None of us do. I vaguely recall the very first Apollo many thousands of years ago, but was he the original? Did he appear out of the ether? I couldn't tell you.
I mean, there has to be something that decides if you're a god or not. Well, I mean, we don't know where we came from. Why are we the only planet that has, like, human life?
Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Interesting. The notion that there might be some other place far away where we're the norm is comforting.
I mean, why not?
Sadly,
How else
our
do you
memories
decide
are
who
filled with
who's
blanks.
who?
There was a war with beings we called the Titans. A terrible conflict where half our number died, yet do I remember a single battle. The last was after Rome fell. Zeus called us together to relay the news, told us to prepare for battle,
Wait, so you're missing huge
and
chunks?
then in the blink of an eye, I was in the 16th century. What made us forget 1,000 years? What happened during that time?
Wait, so you all don't remember that period?
know.
Is that not suspicious?
Athena calls that period the gap.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...
I know I was alive. I passed on my eidolon who knows how many times, yet the moment I woke up, as you call it, all memory of that period was gone. It was Athena who found us. I was in France, I think. She came to my farm, and the moment I laid eyes on her, I just knew. It all came back. Did someone do that to us? Did we scatter to the winds for 1,000
Would the
years
gap
on
have
purpose?
something to do with the
It's a mystery.
deal that
What about
Aphrodite's
Athena?
husband made?
I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
If she was searching for
Athena
everyone.
claims she awoke on her own and spent the next century locating the other idols.
But how does she remember the other idols?
We've
Because
pieced
you
together
you
very little of the
said
gap
you don't
or of
remember,
our
right?
origins. We simply live with it. Gods we may be.
Why? You were a god. Why do you just
I'm
let
afraid we
shit
don't have
lie?
all the
Why do you not do something? Y'all are just like standing around with a thumb up your ass, not doing anything.
I'd like to know a little more
I don't
about
get that. You have
All I
eons
know is
of
you live in a
life,
dump, you have an oracle,
and you're
you-
just
I'm not sure what to tell you.
okay. Like you're
One
not
day is
doing
bled into the
anything.
next
You
for
didn't
so
stop
long, I feel like
Aphrodite
I've
or
been
try to help her.
lost in the spaces in between.
You're not asking about the gap
that's a
and
bit
why
dramatic.
like it's
Yeah,
with
well,
everyone's
it comes
memories.
naturally.
Your memories. Why not
Music
try
and
to
the
find
arts were
out?
once under my
Aphrodite's not
purview
trying to
years
find her husband. Like
How
what?
did that get decided? Did you have a big hat full of pieces of paper
And you're living
you
in
all
a broken
picked at
down
random?
cottage. You could be doing so much.
No, we
like I don't
chose them for
I don't get
ourselves.
it.
Some, at least.
There's
Others were
so
given
much
to
you
us
could
by
be
our
doing.
priests. We collected godly responsibilities like marbles.
People collect marbles?
Oh,
Of course they do.
Or whatever it is mortals collect these days. Cars, perhaps? The point is,
Who
we took our
collect-
godly duties.
I mean, people do collect
very
cars, but in
seriously.
this day and age, with everything so expensive, I don't know who's doing that anymore.
You must have been very different back when you were a proper god.
I think most of us were. We saw
So you're like
ourselves as
half
I don't
gods
know,
now?
teachers. Mortals were our students,
yeah,
and we
'cause you're
guided
so
them
great
to
at that.
enlightenment. We thought
Donna,
we were special,
You
infallible.
better not be peeing in the house,
I was
girl.
as magnificent as the sun, and I surrounded myself
I just
with
let her out
those
an
who
hour ago, but every time she
basked
leaves
in
my room, I'm
radiance.
paranoid because
That
it's her new
doesn't
habit now
sound
is
like
to go
you.
and pee in the hallway without letting me know she needs to
I
go
was
out.
arrogant. If there was a man or woman I desired, then I had to have them, or there would be consequences. You wouldn't have liked me. I wouldn't have liked me.
Man, I so want to kick you for telling me that.
So what is Persephone's beef with you exactly? Is it just about what Hades did to her?
That's no small thing.
It seems more personal than that.
I mentioned how Persephone's kidnapping almost meant war between Olympus and Hades, yes? Well, while this
Better
was
not
all
have done
going
anything
on,
in Jack's room.
Persephone managed to escape the underworld,
Little
and
girl.
I'm the one she encountered first.
Uh-oh.
Hades was hot on her heels, and I had a choice. Either do battle with Hades
didn't
and start
stop
the war
him?
right then and there, or let him take her
Yeah,
back.
she has a good reason to be
Zeus would have
pissed at
had
you.
my head if I had sparked a war. Yet all I still think of are Persephone's
She has such a
eyes
right to be
as
pissed at
Hades
you.
smugly took back his prisoner.
You think?
It's not my finest moment.
No shit, Sherlock. Have you tried therapy? Have
Apollo,
any of
have
you
you
tried
ever tried-
therapy?
I don't know. Talking
The
to
answer is
someone about
no, but
how you
y'all
feel?
should.
I will never understand this modern fascination with therapy and focusing on one's feelings.
It might help. You never know.
Yes, I've tried it. There was one I used to speak to. Hecate enchanted him never to reveal what I told him. I don't know that unburdening myself to the man helped. He wasn't exactly trained for this sort of problem.
There
It's
are
kinda
no
hard to
gods
relate
that
to a
deal
god,
with
so-
therapy and
I do
help
appreciate
at
the
all.
thought. But I'm afraid muddling through is as good as it gets for us.
about helping each other.
Tell
Is
me
that
more
a
about
thing
Calliope.
at all? Y'all seem
You and her
so
were good friends,
like
right?
call each other family, but y'all seem so
For
against each other.
centuries, we were far more. I was the god of the arts, and the muses were my constant companions. We went everywhere together. They had many names, but the three most common were Cleo, Talia, and Calliope. The sisters of beauty, I called them, though they weren't always women.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Most of us seek out inheritors who are like us, I suppose, but not all. Calliope, in fact, was a man in our previous incarnation. Christoph, I think his name was. A poet Calliope adored. I was surprised when she made him a muse.
Who did Calliope become after that poet, Christoph?
You have to realize we're already into the period where Calliope and I weren't really speaking. She showed up one day in her new form, the one you met. An opera singer whose name she never revealed. We fought.
Probably do face
as I recall.
recognition. I mean,
I told her she
you
couldn't
could probably
pass on
even
every time
Google
she met
it.
an artist she fell in love with. Eventually, she'd forget everything about who we were and where we came from. She said she'd rather forget than wallow in old memories like I or the other idols were doing. It was time to wake up and make the best of our situation. Calliope was an idealist without compromise. Always. She hated what we'd become.
She can't be the only one that thought like this,
What
though.
I'd become. She wasn't wrong.
From how you describe it, you and Calliope fought a lot.
As often as we saw each other, which became less and less as time wore on.
Yeah, because y'all are
However,
like
she
drowning
fought
in
with
self-pity and grief and
Calliope
not doing
hated
anything.
the idols being kept secret. She and Athena would get into screaming matches over the rules, and it got so I could no longer protect her. She moved out of Olympus years ago and kept to herself. I just assumed she was wrapped up with some new artist when I got the news.
I wonder if she
Do you
did tell
regret not
anyone.
making up
If she
with
didn't
her?
want to keep it a
Every day I
secret, I
think
wonder if
about
she
our
told
last
someone and
conversation
that's
and
why
what I
she's
should have
dead.
said
Although it does
or
seem like
done
Athena's the one
differently.
that did it or like led to her death.
The problem with immortality is that you think you have all the time in the world.
Don't you?
It wasn't only fighting with Calliope, right? Surely there were good things too.
Is that how it sounds? No. She
Yeah,
was
that's how it
marvelous.
sounds, dude. All you've done is
A force to be
complain.
reckoned with if there ever was one. In the darkest days during the war, it was her songs that gave us hope. She kept Aphrodite alive through sheer determination, I think.
No, Aphrodite needs to find her own
Calliope
feet. Like, I'm fine with
cared
helping, but she needs to find her own feet.
About us, about art, about people she'd only just met. It was her greatest strength as well as her greatest weakness.
I wonder why she picked me. I don't feel like I'm any of those things.
You underestimate yourself, Grace. I see a lot of her in you. She chose
Bum,
well.
bum, bum. Well, I guess we'll know because her memories will eventually come to us.
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
Cleo perished centuries before. The victim of an obsessed writer she'd spurned. He kept her in a cage as his personal muse.
And y'all
That's pretty
couldn't
dark.
help?
It was. By the time we found her, she was already... Well, it's enough to say her captor didn't survive her for long. Talia, however, was lost to us on the very last day of the war. We were about to leave on the ship, but she just never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never found out. I worried for years, even hired people to look, but as far as I can tell, she up and vanished into smoke that day. The war had ground her down. I was upset, but not
That
surprised.
doesn't mean she's dead, though.
Earlier you mentioned your son dying. Did I hear that right? Can idols have children?
It was
course we
rare,
can.
but yes.
Zeus has
Back in
many
ancient
of
times, some
them.
of them even became idols themselves.
Some of the idols are actually family then.
Not anymore. Most of our children met terrible ends. A gift of the fates, perhaps. I don't know. The ones who weren't idols... It's hard. Watching your children grow old and die. Never understanding why they can't have the same immortality you do. Why you can't grant it to them.
Because that's not how that works.
Is why I'm not permitted in Hades any longer. Let's simply say that most idols have stopped having children, and maybe leave it at that.
Tell me more
There's
about
so
the
much
war.
info at this one
Seems to have had a
scene.
huge effect on all of you.
Like, I want to move
think we
on, but I
would've
also
left
want
the
to get
old world otherwise.
everything that they can tell me.
It was home.
From Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
Nothing, probably.
I caused it. I foresaw what was going to happen, so I tried to prevent it. I told Ares. I figured if the god of war couldn't stop what was to come, then
And that's why he betrayed everyone.
he decided the idols were a lost cause. Because I told him we were.
Surely it could have happened anyhow. It was a big war. The biggest.
Perhaps. We'll never know, will we? My time afterwards was spent helping the survivors, keeping us on the move. If Hephaestus hadn't intervened, we would have all been captured.
And he's...
Oh, gone now, we assume, like so many others. We are nothing more than refugees from a war long over.
Yeah,
Grace.
but eventually you have to stop being refugees and actually live after the war is over.
Was it hard for the
Eventually you
idols
gotta
to come
move
to the
on and
new
do
world?
something.
It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
I don't think it was the place so much as the condition we were in. Shell-shocked, one might say. Our entire world had been turned upside down. Suddenly, we had rules. Secrecy was paramount, and no one was permitted to leave the city. Some, like my sister Artemis, couldn't abide it.
Oh yeah.
I've heard the name.
Where is
Goddess
she?
of the hunt. And a wild thing herself. She
That
left, I
doesn't
think.
mean she's dead though, right? I
Faded
mean,
away without a word. As many did in the early
doesn't that mean they
days
just
here.
left not to be stuck in the city?
Later, Athena became even more strict. For our own good, of course, but it hasn't been easy. This city has never felt like home.
Because you all
so
didn't
much as
agree
a
to live here. Why not find your own
temporary
place?
shelter.
Like, go make your community somewhere else or
That's all I can think
something.
of for now.
I mean, you're all living
I'll
in
see you around.
misery and you're all
Of
not
course.
doing anything about it.
I look forward to it.
These gods are so sad and like pathetic. I have to go talk to Pan. I guess I pushed it off as much as I could. Let's see. Well, so much for that. I went back to the underworld to try and smooth things over with Hephaestus, but I think walking out with Apollo has ended every chance of her helping me. Too bad, because I feel like I was getting through to her a bit. But there's a wall up she won't let me pass. Apollo finally explained what Aphrodite's real beef with him was. Once she managed to escape from the underworld with Hades hot on her heels. When she finally got to Olympus, the idol she ran into was Apollo, and he did nothing to help her. I'm trying to imagine what it must have been like to be dragged away by a smug Hades while the brother you thought would help, who had to know how desperate you were, just stood there and let it happen. Apollo had no choice. No, he did have a choice, and he fucking did the wrong choice. But Aphrodite could have had known that. How awful that moment had to have been for both of them. Aphrodite left when I asked. I feel like we did this. I feel like she's the one doing all this crap. Alright, you know what? Let's go see what Dear Pan wants from us, shall we? Whoa.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I passed getting up here.
Why are you so shocked? You've been in this world for a while.
Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
I guess.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here, or...?
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow
Hecate?
certain things
Who
to
is
go
that?
unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better.
I want to smack him so
This isn't the first time
bad.
you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
Yeah?
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
I hate this guy so much.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Your tie is still messed
Idols
up,
live
dude, and I
here?
hate that.
I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special
I
dispensation
bet
from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena.
Persephone doesn't
before
either.
they can take
I don't know
up a
why I
private
can't say her
dung heap
name.
like
It's like so
Apollo's.
hard.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling.
First,
You must outlive
I
the
don't like this guy.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline.
Oh, believe me, I
considering your
wanted
rather
to. If it
callous
had been my
rejection
choice, I
earlier.
would not be here.
Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me,
Right.
which I
forgot
now
about
wish to
that.
collect.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Which
I'll give you a
is?
key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
Details, Pan. Come on, you
that's
like
not
talking
enough
so much.
incentive,
Details.
The reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
That I want details.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly.
Okay.
We store
of
them in a
course.
faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself.
Okay.
A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Please fix your tie for the love of God.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean
Is
they're
he trying to
dangerous?
get me in trouble? This place
Some,
sounds like it's off limits
But
to
I'm
me.
not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
We don't need the relics.
My, such an adventurer you are.
You were
It's possible.
giving him so
but
much
ask
ammo
Hecate
to
first. She,
like get you in trouble.
and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
This person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to
Will
handle
you
than
just
I.
give me straight facts and
This,
details, please?
As I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up?
Yes.
Set something aflame?
Yes.
Don't be absurd. The man has an
I
issue
totally
with his
feel like
love
he's sending
life.
me into like
Even if you
an
can't
area
help
that's
him, I'll
off
treat the effort
the
as
radar
worth the
for me.
favor.
Like I should not be in. As soon as they see me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you did this? Your
that's it?
trial's
Fix up
caught. You're
someone's love
dead
life?
right there and
Nothing
then."
trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes
Can
me
I throw you off
blush.
the roof? I have such violence
I
towards
trade
these
in
gods.
willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but
You
allow
are
me to reassure
untrustworthy.
you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Doubt it? And why the fuck would I do that?
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
Because I want a reason to smack you!
This Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
Oh, so does
If
anyone else
she's
think this
of a
game
mind.
looks blurry, or is it
She
just
is the
me?
goddess
There are
of dark
some
magic,
scenes, like when
the
it
creator
zooms
of
in
all
on their
our
face,
marvelous
it
glamours.
looks like it's blurry
If
for some
anyone can
reason.
help you,
And I don't know if that's
it is
just
she.
my
And
monitor,
if she's
although I don't know
not
why it
of
would
a
be.
mind?
Then she won't help you.
But every time I look over,
Grace,
it
that
seems
part is
like
up to you.
it's
I can't
recording
be
fine,
expected to
so
do everything, can I?
maybe it's not the right resolution or
I'll
something.
think about it. But no promises.
We have to do it.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow.
Why
quite
does that name
harmless.
ring a bell?
Now, if there's nothing else you need.
No, I don't.
From you? Not really.
I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Sure, why not? I don't like him. I don't like him. I guess we're gonna go. I really don't have a choice in the matter, though I really don't want to. I mean... Oh, you came with me?
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Why is this the adventure you go with me
yeah.
on?
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know
Oh,
about
I
you,
think
Grace,
this
but if
is
a
a
dragon
lot
came
like
flying out of
D&D.
that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
0. Zip.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
Nope.
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead,
Oh,
horns, lives in
really?
a giant labyrinth.
Why?
Pan did not mention that.
Why is that the name?
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, why not?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Everybody's dangerous.
Traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know
What
the
was
first
with
thing
the
about any
white
of this.
flash?
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, you know. Why are you with me on
should
this
go
adventure?
inside
I mean,
instead
I'm
of
glad
standing
you
out here
are,
in the
but I was
fog.
kind of thinking you were going to
It's
be with
more
me
of a
the
mist,
entire
really.
game when I told
A
you to come
mist
with.
potentially full of monsters.
In we go then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I mean, I kind of owe it to him, don't I? Like, because he did something for me as... Wasn't an agreement? I feel like there's something like my honor is staked on this, but I don't remember why.
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a
Just
trick.
Ask,
I love your plans.
Hecatect or whatever her name was. Yeah, that would be a reason not to cross her. Whoa.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you.
Oh,
I shall
whoa,
grind you
hey,
into the
hey, hey
dust
there.
From whence you came.
Those are my only choices?
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed.
What is with the drama with these gods or titans or whatever?
Done. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Is that all it took?
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal. You wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
But you're gonna be rejected, right?
Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a
Okay, okay, so don't go near her. We don't know if you're okay yet. She wasn't saying she's gonna ground you into dust.
It's like my dream. I have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
Wow,
No,
you're such
you
a nerd.
cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait. You knew it was gonna happen? Also, no one told you? Yes, that's now.
Yeah, that's now. Or very recently, anyway. I guess you don't get much news here in wherever this is.
It is between places, crafted by my own hand from the ether. Here in the books
I
are
kind of
written
feel like I should
all
have picked
things,
that.
past, present,
Oh,
and
so she like
things that are yet
sees
to
the
occur.
timeline. That's
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident.
An accident?
whoa.
That's not what
yeah, I was about to say that's not happening. So I love the way you're saying
the
that.
books are wrong.
Yes.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to
Yeah,
figuring out what happened.
Calliope was
You will
murdered.
explain. We will both sit, and you will explain.
I love
There will
her.
be tea.
I think she's officially my favorite god we have met. Or
This
Titan, because she was
book
super
you speak
big.
of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh, yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select
Grace,
portion of...
don't.
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has
I
occurred.
love her. She looks
Is
so
that
cool.
even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
I don't have years. I have like
That is unfortunate.
4 days? Because this
If
is
there is
day
nothing
3 and I
else,
had a
must
week.
ask you both to leave, so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates.
Everybody
They
talks about
or
these
any
things.
beings
They
of a
always seem like
sufficiently
such
cosmic nature
evil
have the power to undo the order of
people
things.
I don't know. They
That
weren't always
does not
people.
sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Okay, can I...
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Yeah, I owe a favor? Is he? Oh, I was expecting him to be like Jay.
Are we doing guests?
That was not what I was
Is that a
expecting when they
thing?
said he was the
I didn't
Minotaur.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
What beauty
there
of
was
the
any
beast is
doubt.
this?
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse
This is like
from the line of
cartoon
Calliope,
friendly
and it
version,
is she
right?
who asked for you.
I'm here on behalf of Pan. He owes you a favor? Something to do with...
No, not Pan. Nah, never heard of him.
Asterion, of course you know Pan.
No idea what he'd want. No, sir, no favours. Nah, not this Minotaur.
Oh.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Please say, it is written.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way, and Asterion won't even talk to
Well,
us.
he doesn't want us to
Maybe
talk
there's
in front of
another Asterion?
Yeah,
Hector,
more likely
whatever her
Pan's got
name
me
is.
chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Time to use it for what? You're a singer. You can't. I mean, I don't want to really sneak inside. She's been really cool. Using my powers, I don't see what that would do. I don't really want to talk to Pan. I don't want any of these options. Where's my 4th option to, like, just move on?
Maybe we could sneak in somewhere. Could there be a back door?
Doubt
and do
it.
what? You weren't thinking of... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Stomping?
Oh, you're still here. I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit?
Ain't it? Hiya?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? I'm assuming that's the tall...
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear
Okay,
sweet
yeah, that
Kate.
makes sense why you
just
wouldn't want to
don't know how
talk about it in
tell
front of her.
Please, help me tell her.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything, and she always
Is he supposed to be
smells so
Australian?
good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be.
Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world.
Why not?
I know I could make
Was
her
it
happy.
Hecate that does the invisible
Well, I
crap?
want to try.
If Pan can, why
won't you
can't
help me?
you? Why
Do you really
Kate?
call
I have to
Hecate
know that.
Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Well, sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And
Does she like
I thought
that
she
name?
should give it a proper name.
And
So are you in love
suggested
with
Kate?
her, or are you in love with
she
the
really liked
disguise?
it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a
Yeah,
maze
are
and
you? Because
ate
you're
people?
like a
And
cartoon
you're supposed
version.
to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel?
Hecate doesn't really seem like she does
I take that as a no.
feelings.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat
You
or talking about how
killed
sometimes
her
meat has
cat?
that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words.
Killed
really
her
not
cat?
good.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate.
Great. Awesome.
What is it you think I can do?
Yeah, what am I supposed to
knows
do?
about poetry and the heart.
I know
and how
songs,
to make
dude. I
words
don't know
beautiful.
poetry. I mean, I
All
guess
want is
poetry
to
can be
ask her,
song.
but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
But then it's not coming from you. It's coming from me.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
Oh, don't
But
put yourself
just
down.
once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Okay.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping
All
him
of it?
woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them
but we're taking
say
Pan's word
what's
for
in
it.
their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought
She
anyone would
overlooked
ask.
the other one
But
with
I'll tell you,
ears.
even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh. I'll leave that to me. I am so excited about this. I can't even
Freddie,
stand
take
it.
over. I'll just play the instrument.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddie?
Yes, don't tell me. I just want to see it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Make sure she's here, right?
You can do it.
And paying attention? Okay, good. She's paying attention. He's just gonna start singing out of nowhere, but all will be fine.
Not literally, obviously.
Oh my god, dude.
I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be.
You got this.
'Cause you put a hex on me.
Ooh, okay, not the best singer.
Directly. I'm not blaming you specifically.
Oh my
Just
god,
the
dude, you don't know how to talk.
Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
What is this? She's just letting it happen too. Oh my god.
Hecate with you.
Oh my god. I want this to work. I've never wanted one of my songs to work so much. Oh my god, that's not the way you go about it.
Something she doesn't know about herself.
Someone please sing the song for him. Someone please just like, we should have had him write it down first, before we went to this. You know, we should have written it down. We did prep or anything. We just got thrown in.
I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught?
Someone please put him out of his mercy.
In love with me. You couldn't possibly.
Oh, is there a chance? Do you feel the same way?
Give it another go.
Don't puke, okay?
It's a feeling that's.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
But let's say categorically.
Yeah, this has to come from him. It can't come from me.
You and me.
I cannot hide from my reality.
Oh no, it went blue. That means sad, right? Blue is normally sad.
But think it's best.
Oh no! She has self-worth issues! Everybody in this game is so sad! Everybody in this game needs therapy, and they need all the hugs and the cuddles and the love because they are all so sad.
Yet now it appears that you love me.
Oh no.
How can you be so sure? What is my allure?
Because you're you!
You're certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
That's part of the choice. That is the risk. That's what makes love so great.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere?
I love her voice.
Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Freddy, go! This was your idea! Help! There it is. It's
Help me.
Go!
Freddy, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
This was your idea! Carry some of the team!
I'd say he's really put himself
This is such a bad idea. Why did we think about this more? This game makes me lose my mind, and I absolutely love it.
I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door.
Oh my god, this is great. This is great.
My heart be heard, and it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
Bad choice, good choice. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like clicking on stuff.
You to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still.
Wow, you know you're a bad person.
I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos.
Is this working? I can't tell. Are you guys
Maybe one
falling in love? Are we doing it? Yay!
its own spelling given.
Happily.
Thought with which I must contend
Oh my god.
is, can I love my best friend?
Yes. Just decide.
See, I choose those choices and then it doesn't do anything. Am I really controlling these people?
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you
Let me just pick you up.
You will
Right?
not regret this.
Like I say you need a love story and then they do it. Is that not me controlling them?
to think I shall have my own story.
This is literally Beauty and the Beast.
And we
Yay, I guess you guys got it.
you cast a spell on
Oh my god, this is great.
a tale of romance and glory. You cast a spell on me. But do we have enough leather? You cast a spell on me.
You're just gonna like, his whole head is gonna go in your mouth. You can't kiss him like that. Yay! We did it! Good on ya! I guess.
That was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
I hate that phrase.
You have Freddie to thank. It was her idea.
Yeah, I would have let y'all muddle through on your own.
Other mortals than
Whoa,
I'd assumed.
what the
What
hell
can I
was
say?
that?
I like to see people happy.
You will need to visit again in the future. There will be tea.
Cool.
Come,
There will be tea.
Asterion, I
It
wish
is
to speak
written.
of
It seems
this
to be our
further.
catchphrases.
And find an appropriate outfit.
For him or you?
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
It is written. She knows everything.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Why do you
still
run
here?
that way?
I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Oh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more.
Which you
And
should.
there, of course, was tea. Right, so I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
Whoa, Calliope did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. Magic.
Why would she go here if she didn't touch or take anything?
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
I suppose that's not written?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Did
Kate
anyone
knows
else?
Everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she
Was
can't
something
figure
added?
if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type,
But you thought she was gonna die in
She
a
came in all
car
quiet
accident?
and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Why does this all feel like a setup from Athena?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
Yeah, she's
So
pretty
it's
much
all
the internet.
real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any
Which
of
is
that.
pretty
All
much
I
just
know
a
is that nothing got
confirmation.
used and nothing got taken.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad.
So she was hurt before she got to the tower?
Her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah.
See, this
Well,
all
she's
points back to
not normally
Athena
here.
doing
maybe she was
something,
chasing
and then
after
she's
Calliope
using
too.
everyone else around her.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. You know, I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
Oh, she
So
was
whatever happened to
here.
Calliope happened inside the reliquary.
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
So...
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
What if she chased her into the reliquary? She set off the alarm to get help, but then ran out? No, that doesn't make sense. Medusa could have chased her in there, not wanting to be caught, wait out there for Calliope to come back out, and then chased her the rest of the way.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
Which, if Medusa, because they knew she was bleeding beforehand, so why am I on
Medusa's name has
trial?
come up.
Athena should have
can't be a
known I didn't
coincidence.
touch her
She's
before
super
she
scary,
died.
but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought
Yes,
maybe that's why
I
she
am
was here,
aware.
but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Yeah, good luck to you.
You okay there, friendo?
Ah, I can't do this. This is my thing, though.
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
Maybe that's a question for Medusa.
Maybe
Sure,
if we had talked to
if only I
Pan, it
knew
would have
where to
given me
find
that
her.
clue.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
Will I?
I guess so.
Because I'm starting to doubt
Next
that.
thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild
At the
things?
club.
I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the
And
forbidden
does
depths.
Kate know
I doubt
that you
Hecate
have
would be
it?
pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious.
And why let me know you have
I
it?
trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Yes, you
Come
did.
on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
Like, you do
You have
yourself no
reason to be
favors with the way you
suspicious.
ask.
I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
No, I don't.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
Ah, you want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share?
Yes, you would, because
Alas,
you
it
like
is my
being
burden to be forever
whatever
condemned
this
by
is.
my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly.
You didn't know,
I
so
never lied
you're,
to you,
the way
Grace,
you act is the
and I
reason.
never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's
I
one
hate
thing
your
I
tie
cannot provide.
so much.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You are
We'll
the worst.
see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die?
Stepped in that one, didn't you, Pan?
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Yeah, her name keeps coming up.
And how do
You'll
you
find
know
Medusa
that?
at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Yeah? Like you should be treated the way you're treated that you complain about? Oh, and now it's day 4. And you know what? I've been recording for 2 hours, so I'm gonna end this episode here and we'll go talk to Medusa in the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This game makes me lose my mind in the best possible way, and I'm really enjoying this. But yeah, let me, who do you guys think it is? Because my bet is Athena. Like, if not, I don't think she personally attacked Calliope. I think she probably used someone like Medusa to do it. But everything points to, like, Athena being, like, the main culprit. But I would love to hear if you guys had different theories. Obviously, if, like, you've played this game or seen this game and you know what the ending is, please don't, like, spoil it. But if you're like me and you don't know what the ending is and you have a theory, I would love to hear it. If you're, like, seeing clues that I'm missing, please let me know. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.